Hi there, Libra. Welcome to a weekly tarot reading for the week, surprisingly enough, of September 10th through the 17th. It's Raina here. I don't do weekly tarot readings very often, but it's really just like the mid-month period up until then. And sometimes I'll just label it something else because maybe it'll seem more timely or something along those lines. So anyway, it's amazing. I've been trying. This is an old deck that I used to have. I got a fresh new deck of a deck I've already had called the Morgan Greer deck. And I did Virgo before yours. You're only the second one I've done. Look at all these. I have like swords. Well, I only have two, I guess. But you are swords, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, so the heart of the matter is the Two of Swords. As soon as I drew this card, I said to myself, oh, this is a story of Libra's life. Being at the horns of a dilemma, trying to make a decision. I'm sure a lot of Libra people can relate to feeling like it's hard to make decisions sometimes, but this might be a specific decision. We have a card here about endings. So, and we have this card, which, by the way, I think may have something to do in September with that lunar eclipse in Pisces. I always associate eclipses with the Tower card, and you're going to have one in your sign October 2nd, so it could be that. That's a solar eclipse. Where is that one falling in your chart? Oh, it's going to be in the 6th house in Pisces. So that could have work implications. Now, in the past position, we have the Knight of Swords. And so, yeah, I mean, I do believe, and especially, I do believe that this could be relationship related for some of you, because the Knight of Swords could be a lawyer. And we have that World card, which is the last card of the major arcana, and possibly indicating the end of something, the end of a cycle, the end of an era. So maybe you have been going on and on with someone and something feels like the last straw. When we have this type of energy, even though this could be in your 6th house of work instead of the romantic sector, it is possible, because really these readings, I think a lot of people are sun sign Libras who are watching this, and your rising sign determines your natal chart, so that could be completely different. The eclipse could occur. Maybe it is happening in your 5th house of love. Maybe it is happening in your 7th house of committed partnership. And so it is more apropos for a relationship situation, a decision that you have to make. And so it could be a marriage that you are deciding whether or not to pull the plug on. And, or somebody you're dating. This can be that this person won't commit, or they're somehow unstable. They don't want to settle down, things like that. Now, what crosses you is the Tower card. This means that there is something that maybe you're trying to suppress, something that needs to be released. I mean, even as much as like with Libra, it could be a lot of pent up anger. a lot of pent up, I was going to say rage. So it's like the volcano that is about to erupt, because you may feel like you have been treated very poorly, that you have not been given proper respect, that you have been, that also on your end, that you have been shoving things under the rug. And that has the potential in some cases for the lid to just come off, you know. The higher message, the spiritual message, is the World card, which is really about understanding. It's not just at the end of something. I mean, you could look at the Death card as something that is, you know, gone forever, but this is the last card of the major arcana, so it speaks to the end of a cycle. And sometimes people, it's like kind of like if a parent is mourning the loss of being an empty nester because their last child has gone off to college, and they're so focused on their, you know, losing those children, that they're like not focused on the fact that their children, part of their job as parents is preparing their children to be independent. And this could be a celebration that their children are autonomous enough to be out on their own, and they're not just like completely dependent on them. But it's like their mind is still fixated on their emotional needs that now have to go somewhere else. So really think about all of this, because you could be dealing with a lot of negativity in this relationship. And if you can see that it is truly over with, that could make your life, it could actually improve your life. But and one of the reasons, you know, with the Two of Swords, they depict this person with a blindfold on. So it's almost like they're saying that this person is making this decision, but it's almost like a false decision, because the person is presenting this as, oh, wow, you know, I don't know what to do, when in fact, it's a no-brainer. Or if they were to choose to stay in that relationship, it would be a terrible decision. Um, so sometimes it can actually speak to that person's deluded qualities, that they are not um, admitting to themselves that this is not a good place to be. And, you know, this could, for some people, be work related, that you're ready to move on, but there's a part of you that can't take those steps. What's coming in is a Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love, but it can be the offer of a job. And this would be, in particular, something to me like that is therapeutic related or artistic in nature, or, you know, like or even like a caretaker, some kind of like type of work that may be quite different, because actually with the Knight of Swords, it could be that you have been a lawyer or a paralegal or an educator, and your mind, you know, you're using your mind as your occupation. Of course, you know, a lot of people do, but there might be some other type of work that you want to go into that is more oriented towards being a healer or being an artist, and you're torn between those two very different types of professions. The outcome is a 10 of Pentacles. This is big money. This is like, this is actually an inheritance card. So I guess it could always be something of that nature. And you are going to have in, when is it? November, mid-November, you will be having a full moon in that house, that the eighth house of other people's money. So if there is something that is, you know, there could be something with a lawyer that you're deciding that is with the Tower card, but in a challenge position, you could find out something that you have been kind of refusing to see. And that could complicate a decision because maybe you had lied to yourself about what your options are. And an example would be if there are family members going after a will and you hired a lawyer or whatnot and are not sure if you should pursue something to the fullest. You may be given an offer that is coming from a loving place. And this could be the inheritance that you were debating about whether or not you should kind of be aggressive about it. You may not have to do that. Um, Part of it is that I feel like even when this is in the challenge position, that the Tower card could bring something to light um, that is not necessarily that pleasant to contemplate, to have to face, but it could lead to the outcome that you're looking for. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, being astrological or not, you can click on the link below to see the deals that I have going on, the package deals and the single readings. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.